As Gandalf the Grey said in Attack on Titan Season 3, balanced as all things should be. And honestly, that's the year 2020 so far. I mean, I was gonna say, bruh, this year kinda sucked. I mean, we got World War III trending on Twitter twice. We got a virus that's killing people. We got America descending into another civil war. Giant killing hornets. Massive forest fires everywhere. And Funimation canceled interspecies reviewers. I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound so balanced, does it? And then, well, was all proven by fate itself. Because it all evened out when Belle Delphine returned to the internet. And here I thought Projekt Melody was the waifu overlord of 2020. Perhaps I was mistaken. No offense, Melody. Love you. But Belle Delphine is like the ultimate waifu. I mean, people ask me all the time what my sexuality is. I don't know why they ask. Maybe it's because I'm like flamboyant when I talk about things I'm passionate about. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am 100% flexsexual. I am attracted to massive memes that flex on any given community. That's exactly what I get heart boners for, okay? So with that said and done, Belle Delphine is the ultimate waifu overlord. She's the queen of the simps. And the most amazing thing is, I can see people signing up to her OnlyFans just to follow her shenanigans and not purely because they're simps. Now, this may or may not have been the logic that went through my mind when I briefly considered purchasing it, which I didn't because I have a thing called integrity. But with that said and done, let me tell you something that no one noticed about Belle Delphine. Something that's gone under the radar for almost everyone with their big return. So, for those of you who don't know, she was a massive personality about a year ago. She had millions of followers on Instagram, she had one of the biggest Patreon accounts in the world, and she was weird. She popularized the whole Ahigo face thing. She had these really creepy videos where she would like play with an octopus or bathe in raw eggs and stuff, like really cringy shiz. But she was obviously playing up that really wacky gamer girl personality, and she was doing a good job. It got to the point where she said if her Instagram post got a certain amount of likes, she would make an account on the hub. And believe it or not, the Instagram account hit that amount of likes in probably like, 5 minutes. And she made an account on the hub to where she just trolled everyone with really sexual titles, but no sexual content. And I personally thought it was a stroke of genius and it was absolutely hilarious. People obviously hated her for that, but it really shoved her in the public eye. She had this whole thing where she was selling gamer girl bathwater, her bathwater, and she sold out instantly. And it was pushed even more into the mainstream by all the YouTubers that talked about her because of how interesting of a personality she is. Some people came from the perspective, oh, who would actually buy gamer girl bathwater? That's disgusting. But that only pushes it more into the public eye. Belle Delphine is a marketing genius. And it's so funny because before making this video, I actually spoke to Projekt Melody about it. And she said, yeah, you should totally make a video about it because in her music video, when she returned, she mysteriously mentioned a big duck. Maybe, much like the Illuminati, the duck is behind everything. Yeah, Projekt Melody is a meme lord, and I love and respect her for it so much. Yeah, but that's not exactly the direction I wanted to go with this video. In her final video before disappearing, it was this really creepy video titled How to Become Belle Delphine, where she was essentially just, doing some really nasty shiz with like a skeleton and putting raw meat in its mouth, and it was just like, it was kind of revolting. And she had like this one school shooting joke in there that I think went over most people's heads, but I thought was, kind of hilarious in a bit of an edgy way. And then she disappeared. So people kind of thought that she made a ton of money and she wanted to vanish off the internet. I mean, how can you really live a normal life while having such a ridiculous personality online? A question that for some reason people ask me extremely frequently, and I don't get it. Am I really that weird? I'd like to think not. Okay, fine. You got me. But here's what's amazing. I think it got to a point where Belle Delphine's wacky shenanigans, they were gonna start getting old. There's no way that someone can keep up a personality like this that constantly one-ups itself and reinvigorates her massive flex on the internet, where every YouTuber can start talking about her wacky, zany shenanigans. And What can I say? She just did that. She left the internet for a while. Just long enough for 1 month ago, this YouTuber Jabroni can make a video on what happened to Belle Delphine in 2020. Her last post on Twitter was talking about how she vandalized a car and showed a picture of her mugshot, that she might be going to jail. There were some crazy conspiracy theories going on. And all of a sudden, she just disappeared. She just bleeped off the map. So Jabroni's video got like 8 million views. She slid into Leafy, another big YouTuber's DMs, which he leaked, and then she unfollowed him, making it look like she was upset about the whole thing. So Drama Alert, this big YouTuber that talks about internet drama, made a video talking about if she's potentially coming back or never coming back because of this whole situation. And all of a sudden, this person who disappeared for 6 months, people just started talking about her again. People were wondering, people were eager, and literally the next day, this is like a dumb high 189 IQ plan on her part. She comes back, and she comes back big. She uploads this music video to parody Tekashi 6ix9ine's, which in 12 hours accumulates 3 million views, and her channel gains over 100,000 subscribers. Plus, the video is age restricted and not getting recommended to anyone because, well, the content in the video definitely warranted it to get age restricted. And essentially, it was all to promote her OnlyFans account where people pay to see lewd photographs and stuff, which presumably is now making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. But it got the entire community in an uproar. And as the Joker said in Star Wars The Force Awakens, all this for a drop of clout? What I'm trying to say is Belle Delphine is the Thanos of the internet, and I love it. She controls everything around her with these marionette strings as she gloriously, without even voicing a single opinion, she has the whole internet wrapped around her finger. She's a genius, a marketing genius. The way she's monetized not only her simps, but how she's created this insane bubble of commentary around her every little action. This is what I mean by I'm flexexual, fam. This was genius. It was beautiful to watch. And I'm so happy 2020 came around and counteracted all the terrible things that's happened with the return of Belle Delphine. I know a lot of people were saying when she came back, wow, I thought 2020 couldn't get any worse. Nah, fam. 2020 was just saved by this messiah in the strange guise of an Ahigo t-shirt wearing women. But now, the beauty of Belle Delphine continues. A lot of people call her a thought, you know, standing for that hoe over there. And nah, fam, I think that she, Belle Delphine, you know, the person that's probably the biggest not suited for work personality online right now, more people follow/pay her for her personality than your average Twitch titty streamer, okay? If you look at the commentary space on YouTube, when people talk about Belle Delphine, they talk about her wacky shenanigans. When people talk about Pokimane, they talk about Pokimane thick compilations. Now, I don't even consider Pokimane a Twitch thought. She isn't a streamer that just purely has simps following her because she ooh-woos at the camera correctly. But I think a larger portion of her audience is that than the not suited for work Belle Delphine. And that's amazing. I have nothing but respect for the insanity that she's crafted. So I don't make videos talking about internet personalities all that much. I just make videos on whatever I'm passionate about at any given moment. And Belle Delphine, as I mentioned in a previous video like a year ago, she managed to find a way to monetize and bring those insane anime personalities to life. She is an anime waifu incarnated into a real world internet space, and it's brilliant and it's fascinating. And funnily enough, you know all those memes saying, oh, I watch hentai for the plot. Bro, you watch Belle Delphine for the plot. It's crazy. It's insane. And I love it so much. Belle Delphine has to at least have an IQ of 189. Now, when I look at Belle Delphine, I see an IQ that's dumb high. Not being impressed by Belle Delphine's rise to power is such a weak mindset. Even in her song itself, which I know a lot of people were making fun of because it's like in a whole ooh woo XD type voice, and she even says ooh woo and XD in the song. Now, if that's not funny, I don't know what is. But here's where we really take it to the extreme. You know how pretty much every big douche tuber at some point decides to make a song just to like flex how good of a person they are? Like, I mean, you got Jake Paul making a song about how no one knows all the great things he does off camera. Logan Paul makes a song about how this kid looks up to him because everyone needs a hero. Rice Gum makes a song where he's just like throwing money around, showing off his fancy cars. Essentially, the douche tuber formula is make a pretty bad song and flex a lot, whether you're flexing your humility, your badassery, or you're just cheap wealth. And Belle Delphine comes in here and flexes everything that she is. She is the Uwu XD personality. She mentions in her song that she got people to buy bathwater, nodding to the fact that it's such a stupid thing to do. By the way, of course, let me know in the comments if you'd be willing to buy Lord Nuxin or bathwater. Not saying that I will do it, but I'm not saying that I won't do it either. Definitely let me know. It's extremely important. You know, it's like for the environment and stuff. Comments below. Also leave a like once you're down there. That would be amazing. Oh, and also subscribe so I can take you on future journeys through my random shenanigans. I cover what I'm passionate about. I try to keep the videos high octane, funny, and overall just, you know, a good time that I can chill with you guys and gush over my favorite thing. In this case, Belle Delphine is my favorite thing. I mean, since Interspecies Reviewers, 2020 hasn't given us anything this tier. I mean, I was just gushing over Ninja's weak mindset tweet and Deji's dumb high 189 IQ, but Belle Delphine topped all of that. In her music video, she talks about how she trolled betas with her Pornhub. How you thought she died, bitch, surprise. It's so brilliant. It's amazing. It's the ultimate music video for a YouTuber. She's flexing exactly what her strengths are. She's flexing that the entire community goes completely bonkers after her. No matter the personality of any other e-girl on the internet, with her extremely sparse public uploads, she completely destroys all of them. And I know, because I've been covering the e-girl shenanigans a little lately. I just find it so funny. This crazy fake relationship between fan and internet women just gives me such a hearty chuckle by the stupidity. It really is the year of the simp, and I have to say, I am all for it. I have had so much fun with how the entire internet landscape has been shaped. It's just so funny. And even when she's actually alluding to her real life, it's always in such a crazy, superficial seeming way. She claimed that she jumped off a roof into a kid's paddle pool and broke her leg. I mean, I'm sure she broke her leg. That definitely sounds accurate. But the crazy, aloof Belle Delphine that she created, that's not who she really is. There's no way. And I have to say, the fact that she was able to craft such a brilliant character, such an amazing business model, is nothing short of inspiring, amazing. And what can I say? I'm flexsexual, so I like that kind of stuff. If you like, you know, this weird trolley kind of flexing, you've come to the right place. I do that a lot. Feel free to subscribe if you're new. That would be amazing. I would very much appreciate it. Belle, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, feel free to DM me. I'd love to collab. That would be amazing. Oh man, but the fact that she got the entire internet in shambles by uploading, oh my god, it's so impressive to me. People just aren't giving her the credit that she deserves. People are viewing her as just this slutty girl with an army of simp fans, but in actuality, she's this evil mastermind, meticulously manipulating the entire freaking online space to be interested in any hijinks that she pulled. Anyway, just felt like, you know, talking about my, you know, slightly different perspective than the average individual who spoke about her grand return. And this is why she is one of the greatest anime characters of all time and, you know, a Speedwagon tier waifu, if I do say so myself. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Smash like, subscribe, all that jazz. Look forward to see you next time. Have yourselves the most wonderful evening and remember to stay weird, fam.